I cleaned up, that's all that matters. Especially since all this I know how to put away.
I just did this. Oh wow. You got a strong brain. But I did this. I did it.
What can you...
Well, you couldn't have a high enough mesmerize level.
No, I don't need a mesmerizer. I just did it.
Well, if it doesn't acknowledge that you did it, probably you do the next thing.
Kinda did.
Is it gonna let you do the next thing?
Binders go away. Do it this way.
I mean, if it acknowledged that you did it, or did it enough for letting you progress this story, then cool.
Oh, well, yeah, I kinda did, yeah. You're out there. Why does it... I get better directions sometimes. Oh.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
That's so broad. But that does say yes.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Oh, I don't believe
Goodbye,
you.
nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Find North 30 Crane. Dorothy, Harriet Jones, Croft.
You know, I do find it funny that they refer to all the characters by their last name in conversation, but yet their first name is used more for the missions.
Unknown. New doctor.
Remember who you're talking about.
I saw something I shouldn't have.
Okay.
I hope that might help.
Oh, you will.
Got some words for me.
I cannot enter.
Where's Dorothy? Rest to evolve. Oh.
Is it directing you to do that now?
I don't know.
Okay.
I can't even break in there.
I'm sorry you ended up on my
It's locked.
bench, sir.
It's locked, all right.
You must be very angry about this unfair situation. I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as you are.
98 meters. Oh, I can teleport up there. Okay.
That might be a back way into wherever it is you want to go, or where it is.
I can steal.
Okay, first time in a minute.
Ready. What? Oh, okay. Grandpa letter. That's you again. Unless you can't read it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm tired of your shit. Well, it shows that you're off the screen again.
Yeah, the instant when I'm not on there. I'm gonna miss the audio. I'm gonna lower it down a little bit.
What will London have to say to me?
Well, a voice never lies, and
I'll keep the voices louder
voice
though.
of the gentleman.
Where am I? I gotta. Whoa. Okay.
You're actually not as bad of a spot as I would have expected, given.
I'm still quite a bit further back. Wait, how far? I'm still quite a bit further back still.
I just thought it'd be worse.
If I had to go that way, I'm gonna be angry. I gotta see where I have to go. Oh, I'm supposed to go this way. No blood, great. See how well this goes. Well, it shouldn't be this bad, I guess.
I mean, so far you're doing pretty good.
Well, that's probably because I get my brain wrapped around it. And my brain works better at night for games than the day.
Well,
Are you serious with me right now?
what do you mean? Exactly.
He just came back down. You didn't see this next guy that came down?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you know what? You're getting old. I miss.
You know, for how almost leather his jacket looks,
Doesn't look.
I'm surprised it's not more fire retardant.
I guess it kind of does look like leather.
I mean, not completely, like, it looks more leather than it could be.
You want to make patience? Ah, I canceled your animation, I know. Not anymore. Alright. Can I go up here now?
Now, why would you
Enter.
I'm going the wrong direction. I'm supposed to go this direction.
You sure?
Yes, I know I'm supposed to go that direction. But I want to go kill that other rat.
I mean, you have the health right now, if you wish to.
Come on! Oh.
They really don't care much.
Yo, that one does. You! I'm still mad at you.
Oh, so they are fighting each other.
I'm
I mean,
favorites.
Get the XP if they, kill them.
I choose my favorites here, okay? You're not it. I said you're not it. What don't you get about that? You will give me my XP. Now, suck it up. You're not getting any more. I didn't get any XP for killing him. Note 10.
I don't know
Rest
how
to
they decide
evolve.
What,
I have to rest. Okay.
which means the next day goes on. So you might as well gather more XP while you can.
That's what it said when I tried to.
Okay.
The mission's still not up. Watch.
Whitechapel.
See?
This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
I don't talk. My lips.
Could be a thought rather than actual talking or dialogue. You need to collect the lid.
I need to find that.
Hey, you can make more medicine.
It's 118 meters away. That dense. I can't craft without being at the place.
They also
A
needed
mask?
something, yeah. That was something they used during the Spanish flu. Also, Wes,
Uh-huh.
I read up on actually a full article on the Russian flu that we were talking about yesterday.
Yes. What did I
Turns
just...
out another common name for it was La Gripe, and I actually knew that the name La Gripe. I just didn't know the Russian flu name.
I've never heard of either one.
Well, the first one isn't necessarily nearly as famous as other plagues, including smallpox.
Well, that's interesting. Let's get this... I need to do some stuff in there. A lot of stuff to loot. I saw that.
From the computer itself or from
Well, other things, yeah. Alright. A normal person could easily go through this.
What do you mean?
Like, with barely any stairs, they could easily go through this. I need more. See you.
Are you gonna break things down?
After when I upgrade. I want damage, yeah. Oh, lead plates. Why is it lead? Common handle parts too? That gets me 90, but the upgrade in general gets me 104. 220 at the end, jeez. Okay, so large pouch. I did not want to do that. Large box of pills. Item can be average resale value. I need lead. Lead. None of this gives me lead. I'll craft at least one of you. Yeah, I'll do the base ones. Oh, you were. That's why you were 100.
Pills and just do more then.
Well, I could break this stuff down, but I could sell it too.
What are you more inclined to do?
I'm gonna sell it, get the shotgun.
Quite the priorities you've got there.
Hey, shotgun.
And it's still gonna be a wimpy weapon when you initially get it.
You know what?
Do
You're
you really want to
so
waste all the
right.
resources on that? Or do you want to use your resources for something else?
Upgrading my weapon, it comes to mind.
Mm-hmm.
And I still need money to upgrade my weapon. Unless I get lucky. Which you... Well, no, I'm not very much luck in these kind of games. Wait, cigarette case. That could very well be something. Thought I looted this down here. So I was wrong. Oh, I have tons of these. That's unfortunate. Well, alright. Probably not. You know, I'll just sell it. It should fetch a good price.
Perhaps.
Now I get all those markers on.
Cigarette cases would at least give you...
It should give you 10 at least. Why don't we get... Okay, when we sleep, I wonder why we don't get paid every now and then.
You do realize you only slept for one night.
Okay. I can go up here. Secrets. Oh, probably something I should have done earlier. See the Y at least.
Yeah. The rest and redirection.
What? What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
Gently.
I can oh, oh.
Bronchitis.
Yes. Something I have to make.
You can go back and do that then.
There we go.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
Astounding hearing.
It's locked, all right. I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
I talk.
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off!
I'm not a journalist, I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reed, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
Oh.
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
You can't really do that.
According to you, physicians are scarce in this part of town. Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
Okay, don't need any more
Have you heard
answers
of
to
a
that.
nurse named Dorothy Crane. She's a colleague of mine and is supposed to live around here.
Dorothy Crane. Yeah, I know her. One of the few good souls who dare to help the sick around here.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants. I offered to give her a hand, but she said my reputation would attract too much attention.
Smart person.
Interesting.
Goodbye.
He seems decent enough, except for, you know, shaking down this guy.
Welcome, sir.
Much
Please take a
interrupted,
browse of my
sir.
wares.
I am Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
Oh.
Well,
At least you're not bad.
How is business around here?
Business? I have no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
Yeah, that makes sense.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
What you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
He's definitely been
Have you
hurt.
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
Oh, skies.
He's 100%.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever.
Too bad no one's gonna know
madness,
the
something
truth.
like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
Just imagine though, if a vampire bled into water, like the water irrigation system, and then there'd be like everyone has scowls.
Have you heard of a nurse called Dorothy
well-
Crane?
Nurse Crane.
Potentially, yeah.
So the bitch really is a nurse then. Always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
Wow.
Do you want to go that one or the bottom one?
She is just trying to help. No.
Yes, she's a nurse, and quite a good one.
Okay.
What did she do to gain such notoriety?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free. I offered to sell it for a fair cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
Oh, horrible person. Oh, wow.
Well, to be fair though, if you're going to be doing that kind of thing, there's no real
Right then. Show me what you have.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
industry at that point, and no one's being incentivized to make anything.
Let's see. Anything that I really need.
The two handle parts might be something you want.
I think it's this one, right? Or is it this one?
Wouldn't be able to tell you.
Don't run away. I need one moment. I need common. When do I need advanced pieces? Oh, later down the line for the next one. That makes sense. So I just need common. No, you stop running away.
Fancy buying.
Right then. Show me what you have.
This is why you don't get much customers. It's this one, right?
Mm-hmm. Not the tiny one, it's the big.
Okay. You run away, you're gonna lose more sales. This is why you're almost poor to sell.
Okay.
Oh, that's wrong. It's wrong button as well. Okay. I'm gonna get out of the V. There. That's what I want. I have 4, but I need 6, and then I need lead plating. Do you have lead plating, merchant?
Come on, fancy buying.
Right then.
No lead plating. Man, you just gotta give me lead plating. That's all I want in the world. You claim, bro. Well, you got some secret information anyways, so. I got the hint though. Where's the hint? Oh.
How did you become
Yeah, there you
the
go.
local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
The
He's not a bad person. He doesn't really have.
otherwise you could say that you could have refused. That's still accusatory.
Survival. And
You
this is the
survive
best
at
one.
any cost, even at the expense of others.
Maybe not
Perhaps
that good.
that's just the law of nature.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons. And that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
Okay. Got 2. Next, you're gonna make
Goodbye.
it really easy to be able to evict them, man. Very easy.
What do you want to make me into a victim?
Well, I mean, for when we go all out.
Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize, my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the incoming
Mortals?
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, and I just have a few questions.
A scientist? You are much more lost than I thought, my son.
Wow.
Yeah.
No
What do you mean
pullbacks.
when you say that I am more lost than you
I
thought?
mean, of course
All
not.
scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences, and most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
It's already there. I'm listening.
Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes listening to your so-called truth.
As a doctor, you must be aware of a decimating epidemic. But let me tell you that this so-called Spanish flu is just the beginning.
It's a mix.
What do you mean?
The beast is finally revealing itself, corrupting the flesh and the heart of men. With my own eyes I have seen them, those minions from the abyss.
Well,
Apparently we can only choose one
he's
because
so
it just...
curious.
I'll
Really?
keep going.
And what would be your answer to this biblical threat?
We must fight the disease before this legion outnumbers us. But not with scalpels and microscopes. No,
What is left then?
cleansing fire.
That's... How exactly will you cleanse this? He said with fire!
Wow. Doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to burn the entire city down to the ground.
Tell me, Tobias, what exactly is
Yeah,
your
he
plan
could.
concerning the cleansing of this
That's
city?
not.
God will recognize his own. More than once this city has risen from the ashes, hardened and purified by the flame.
Are you sure he's not trying to burn down the city?
Okay, well, where does he put the limit then?
Scientists are only, oh, but where do you put the limit? This is the 20th century.
I mean, he's clearly planning to, so...
Purification by fire has proved useful, but where do you stop? Burn the clothes? The buildings? The corpses? Worse?
Your lack of faith is predictable. But my task is to convince rational minds like yours to see the light. This is God's will.
You're mad.
Ah.
And dangerous. You're nothing but a soulless butcher. A small-time Torquemada. The Savonarola of Whitechapel.
My son, if you think salvation is a free gift, go listen to the lies of that pompous fool, Joseph.
Joseph, a fool.
Vicar Larrabee of St. Mary's Church. While he continues preaching his fraudulent redemption, more and more people die in the streets.
You just said rational people. Okay? Rational. You were trying to make him irrational. He just confirmed it.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences, and most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
I already
You
did
are
that one.
seeking answers, aren't
That's when you figured it out.
you? Answers
Well, it was
about
like the first 2 sentences, but I didn't want to
Armageddon
believe
about
it.
to strike the city.
So,
Answers
you
about
know.
the hidden truth.
So I only believe in
I am. But the answers I seek are based on facts, not superstition.
What do
do you mean?
All scientists are entangled.
What are you trying to do here,
I was
Whisk?
trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go. Wait, have you any family
Have
left?
you any friends? Any family left in these terrible times?
No. But I have a disciple I see as my son. He is so devoted. I send him to preach the good word in the heart of this corrupted city.
Okay.
I sent Samuel to the Stonebridge Cemetery, where the pestilence and evil grows night after night.
Why didn't you go?
You sent him on some preaching crusade during the epidemic.
As a true believer, Samuel will fear no evil while he walks through the valley of the shadow of death.
Okay, you are definitely irrational, and you know it.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost?
I did it again. Oh my god.
Yes, you did.
What
Zip. Were you not going to click on the whole Dorothea Crane bit? Because he might let you know something new about her.
Where?
Good evening.
Oh,
Do you know
I didn't
Nurse
read that.
Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like the liberal ideas of nurses, but I especially abhor that Nurse Crane you mentioned.
wow, okay.
Okay.
So you're not exactly a fan of Florence Nightingale's work. But nurses are essential for modern healthcare.
Nuns should be the only women allowed to take care of male patients. It's obvious only they have the necessary moral fibre.
Okay, old fashioned.
Why do you hate Nurse Crane more than other nurses?
Before coming to London, she was a member of the communist resistance in her country. That's what happens when you let a woman get involved in politics.
That is something I don't completely,
One-sided, isn't it?
well, that,
I've
but
had
no.
enough for tonight.
They keep
Bye.
referencing communism.
What was
And
it?
if anything, that wasn't really a thing.
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar
Not
with
for
this part of
America.
town? Name's Clayton
Well-
Darby, reporter.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel. But
Just not a thing during this
you've
era,
helped me
as far as
since
I'm
you're
aware.
a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
Oh, this guy go there.
Why
Wow,
are
why?
newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza? It's as though none of you care.
There's a war going on. People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
It's a disgrace, potentially, unless you want to go with something logical.
I
mean,
served in France. Our top priority must be to put an end to this butchery. This war must stop now.
Sir, streets are a battlefield too. An invisible and untold war is going on, and it must be stopped.
It's not really invisible, more or less microscopic. But you're
What is a
right.
journalist doing in this bar
For what you know.
after sunset?
He goes where none of his colleagues would dare to go, to inform the country.
Is the
That's
public
quite
interested?
honourable. But is the public interested?
Not at all, sir. And that's why I'm an independent journalist, hoping to sell some stories.
So you risk your
Okay.
life to reveal the truth. I saw many reporters do the same during the war.
Whitechapel is the crucible of so many untold stories and tragedies. I want people to know them.
You're not bad.
Have you any idea of the danger you face in these streets at night?
I've had to run and hide more than once from frenzied mobs incensed by the fever. Do you think the flu is really responsible for this, Doctor?
No, I think people like that are lower tier vampires are responsible, but I'm not allowed to say that.
So, rationalism recently been shaken, or it's not a simple epidemic?
I'm convinced there is more at work here than a simple epidemic.
Really? To be honest, I could say the same. Some of
That's not what I wanted. I clicked by mistake. Gotta clean the mouse. Gotta clean the mouse. There. Mouse is clean. Wait, I was in investigation. Which one was I on?
Have you any idea of the danger?
I've had to run and hide more than
Yeah,
once
that
from
one.
frenzied
Okay.
mobs incensed by the fever. Do you think the flu is really responsible for this, Doctor?
I'm convinced there is more at work here than a simple epidemic.
Alright.
Really? To be honest, I could say the same. Some of the sick I saw or heard of. My God, what happened to them?
Alright, we're good now.
Yeah.
No personal. You got no personality, clearly.
I heard you're
Well,
investigating an
sure.
underground medical dispensary.
Well, we don't have any personality.
What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
Care about public health would be a good one to be neutral.
Yeah.
I'm a doctor, Mr. Darby. I care about everything involving public health and this epidemic.
Are you sure you're not just concerned about the repercussions that a scandal involving a certain Nurse Crane from the Pembroke Hospital would bring?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
It's so well dressed, though. You look almost like him.
He has no relatives at all?
No. Except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nivicott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nivicott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
Oh, so he's going crazy.
He never goes out.
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
Why not put it together and find out more? I mean,
Oh, might not even been proper letter.
I still have questions about that Darius fellow.
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious.
oh, I
Never
just did
goes
this
out.
one.
Doesn't seem to have any friends.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Wow, I got two of them now. One's 71 meters away and 60. You know what? This direction.
There we go.
Oh, I actually have to sit up now. Okay. Oh,
Oh,
there's
you slouching
more.
back in your chair.
My chair's broken. I was trying to lean somewhere.
You know, I'm still surprised you've not like replaced your chair with mine, since I'm not really around the house much.
I could. And that could do me. I forgot that this could happen. I am gonna go with this. Okay.
There you go.
My guy had to faint.
Sure did.
This is what I get for leaning back in my chair. Or not even leaning in the chair, just laying down on the job. Well. Where did they come from? Because I need to keep my stamina. Ah, yes, blood. It's always a necessary evil. I cut. I hit two of them. Now more blood. Oh, you have blood. Ah! I need to be able to knock him out of the air. I turned around. Okay, I'm dodging every time now.
It takes quite a bit of stamina, wouldn't it?
To dodge? A little bit. I didn't dodge that one. I just straight up timed it. Okay, you know what? I need blood, and you're going to give it. You're smart, Scal. Oh my god, you're smart!
You're really gonna put a little cat when you're done.
You're too smart for Scal.
The character's really struggling over there.
He's very... Well, he took a lot of bites. I understand it. Can I take the food? Oh, that's definitely...
Influenza, frequently complicated with pneumonia. To prevent any case of Spanish flu, stay at home.
You're smart.
Wow, people don't really follow that, though.
Never, not even now. Oh. Ooh, ooh.
Hey, you can do that bit. If you so wish.
Oh, you're not an enemy. I was trying to kill him. Wow.
Good evening,
Twist.
sir.
I'd be
Dr.
paranoid
Reed.
there.
I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott, at your service.
Life in London.
May I ask what you're doing at this hour of night, sir? Do you live here?
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of a quiet walk. Though night talks are always preferable, if you ask me. Especially with strangers.
That's everybody at night, clearly.
I mean...
But are you not afraid of the epidemic?
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish flu. No flesh should be saved, say the scriptures. Good or evil, rich or poor, all are equal in the eyes of the flu.
In a way, well, actually, no, it is true, except for when you have better medical.
Well,
say
better
so.
medical and or better
But as
immunity.
a physician in
Yeah.
a time of epidemic, I must caution you to avoid unnecessary exposure, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. But we both know the seeker of truth has to go boldly where the weak dare not.
But
Was
see,
Ren just meowing?
that's not from my end. That was from this, actually.
What are your
Really?
thoughts on
Yeah.
the terrible situation in this city?
Terrible, you say? No. Of course, the death of so many innocents is a tragedy. But the scourge has not been all bad for the city. Oh, no, sir.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember London before the flu? Noisy, cacophonic, quiet nowhere to be found. And now, listen to this oddly peaceful silence.
Well, you're psychotic.